all, welcome to John's Model Maker. Today we got Eddie Stover. Yes, it's trucking time. Here we go, issue 107. I have got the other 3 issues, but I'll do that on a separate video because in this video we put the cab on to the chassis, which I've got here with me. So the parts that we get with this issue, the wheel and the tyre, we don't need until issue 108 when we start work on the trailer, or continue work on the trailer. But we do need parts from 106. So we got the 5th wheel here, and we got some connections, and we got some piping to put into place. Might be considering that in the last issue, I do not know. But you'll also need these extension cables, possibly, in case some of the wiring is a little bit short. And we need a little cover. This gives us the key for all the connections into the circuit box. Okay, doke. So without further ado, let's have a look at the instructions. Okay, doke. Issue 107. We have the outer right trailer wheel, which we don't need with this issue, but we do need, like I said, the parts from 106. So we put this pipework together, put that into the differential, into the side of the chassis here, and then we fit the 5th wheel. A couple of pins, put that mounting plate in place, and then there we go. And then we can put that onto the chassis, connected underneath with 2 DP07 screws, and that's what that looks like. And then it's a matter of fitting the cab. They go onto these 2 points here, the 2 screw points there, which go here and here. So that is when it's in position. As you can see, all them cables may need extensions, may not. And fit it together with 2 DD03 screws, put the steering linkage in place with the DD06 screw, put the headlights in place, and then we can connect up the PCB with all these cables. Then we put the cover on, and that is completed work. Excellent. So without further ado, let's get on with the build. Okay, those are the parts. So the tyre and the wheel we can pop to one side. Got all the screws, the connections, the 5th wheel. We got this pipe in now. The first thing we need to do to put this piping together is this middle connector. We need to put these 2 pipes on here. There we go. So that is A2, and put this one, wiggle it on, go and get on the, keep wiggling, and there she goes. There we go. So that's the 2 pipes, and we have the 50mm and a 75mm pipe. Anyway, let's put these to them. Right, so we've got these 2 connections now. On the 50mm pipe we want F2, and on the longer one we want C1. So this is F2. Put that in there. Wiggle that into place. There we go. Lovely jubbly. And now we can pop the other end on. Just like that. Pop them to one side. We need the chassis for the cab. And now we can pop this into place. It goes into that front part of the differential there, and then it comes around. There's a hole just here. Let's see if I can show you. Just there. You can just about see it there. That's where the other end of the pipework goes. So this is the 50mm pipe connector, which is F2, and goes into the differential. Get it in there. Okay, doke. Let's get this connection into place. It is a tight one, this one. So I'll get my pliers there. Shorten those pliers, and there we go. Excellent. That is a very, very tight connection. Now A2 goes into this middle bracket here, or into the middle of that bracket there, and then worms its way around again back to this hole in the side of the chassis, and pops into place there. Now that one went in nice and bonny, and that can actually sit there in between them 2 points there. Excellent. There we go. So that's one end into the differential, through to that middle bracket alongside that pipe work, and around and into the chassis at the side just here. Excellent. That one was very tight though. Lovely jubbly. Let's move on. Okay, up next we need the fifth wheel, which is all these components. That's the mounting plate. We need the 2 pins and we need the DPO2 screws. These brackets here fit over here and here. Now as you can see, there's an L there and an R here, and these 2 brackets have L and R on them as well. So left and right, and we need to pop these pins through the middle of them. So we'll do one at a time. Grab hold of that, see if we can do it this way. Get the pin, put the smooth end in first, pop that all the way through so as it comes out the other side. There we go. That's a nice easy fit, that. I don't know whether that pin is going to come out, but if you feel it's going to come out, you can always pop some glue on the end of it. Now we need to do the same with the right side bracket. Pop that pin through there, get it through there, and push it into place. I think this one is slightly tighter. Is it coming through? Should do. Oh, there it is. No, just as loose as the other one, really. Just slightly offline. There we go. There we go. That is them 2 brackets in place. Now we need to pop the mounting plates on top. That will go like that. Above these 4 screw points, like so, and 1, 2, 3, 4 DPO2 screws. So we get the screws into place. Last one, excellent. That point and that point there, the screw points which go on to the chassis, and that will go on here, something like that. I need to turn this over. It might be a good idea to tape our 5th wheel into position there because we're tipping it over. Now just grab a towel. Okay, now we need the DPO7 screws to secure this into place. We have 3 of these in this pack, and the first one goes just there. Excellent. And the second one goes just there, that position. Excellent. Now that should be secured. Flip this over. There we go. We can now remove that tape, and there is the 5th wheel in place. Excellent stuff. Now we need to mount the cab onto this chassis. Okay, now we got the cab in that position. Must make sure we keep these leads to one side there, because the truck, the chassis I should say, is going to connect to these 2 points here and here, and there's a steerage linkage, and we need to connect these 2 LEDs up to the headlights. Now at this point I'm using 2 binders which are fully loaded with the magazines to support the chassis while I put it onto the cab, because we've just got them 2 screw points there and there, but just make sure these wires don't get in the way as well, because they do tend to, especially on this side. So I'll try and put this into position now. Here we have the chassis, and don't forget that locking mechanism there, make sure that is down and not up. These cables just there like so, and then we can position this as that series linkage just there like that. Now we've got that position like that, we can go ahead and screw there and there with DD03 screws. Okay, let's get everything into position. Get that steering linkage just there. That needs a DD06 screw, but first of all we'll secure the chassis to the cab. That's the first DD03 screw. And here we need a DD06 screw. So get this popped into place. There we go. Excellent. That's the steering linkage. DD06 to DD03 screws. Now all we need to do is connect all these cables up and connect up the LEDs into here. That's that one in there, and this one in here. Behave yourself. There we go, that's the LEDs in place. Now I'm going to turn this around and connect all these connections up. Okay, now we've got the cab facing me. We have this top for this PCB, and it shows you the key where all the connections go. So we just copy that. There we go. At the top 1, 6, 5, 8, 4, 3, the bottom 2, 9, 10, 11, 12, 7. So connect all these up into place, and then we can actually turn this over and we can pop some batteries in, and I think we'll also connect the ones at the back and see if everything works. Okay, so the first one that we need is number 1. Now I can put it under that leaf spring, I think, and we can pop this into place just here. And your tweezers for this. There we go. Number 10 is already in place. So that is number 1. Number 2 is this one, which goes on the bottom. Just there. And now we can do the same with the rest. So I'll do that and I'll show you in a minute. Mindful of these labels as well. They might get trapped because there's a recess at the back here where the wires will all congregate together when we put the top on. We just have 12 and 7 left. Here is number 12. Fish that out. Get that label out of the way. I think that one is going to be a bit of a tight fit again. So what I'll do with that, I'll put an extension on it. There we go, there's number 12 with his extension. Excellent, that just leaves number 7. So I'll fish that through there. And this is the larger connection of them all. There's 3 wires on it, and that will fit just there into that position. Excellent. Now that is everything connected. And what I need to do now is to address these cables so as we can get this clip in place. There we go. There we go, that's all my cables dressed nicely. Like I said, the recess there, if any of the labels are in the way, just move them back further down the cable. Well, there we go. I did redress number 4 through here because it was coming this way. Now that clip can go on here. Don't nearly had it. There we go. That's now nicely clips into place. Excellent. Now we can, I think we can pop some batteries in and test the electrics. Okay, let's turn this bad boy over, move all this out of the way, pop that over like so. Excellent. Let's turn it back round again. There we go. There it is. Excellent. There's the cab on the chassis, and the cab should tilt. There we go. It does connect into that point there, and here you can see that locking mechanism. Right. Well, that looks brilliant. That. Show you on another camera. There we go. So the cab comes down, connects into there. Just give it a little press, and then that catch there, yeah, will stop the cab from tilting. There we go. Excellent. Now these connections here, there we go. These connections here are obviously for the rear lighting. So I think what I'll do, we'll connect them up. I'll pop some batteries in, and then we can have a look at it. Okay, let's just connect this these last two together. This is number 10 into the extension, or the cable running to the front anyway. And just match the plug with the socket, and there we go. The others are all connected as well. Excellent. Just took that out of the way under there, and we're ready to go. Now all we need to do is to pop some batteries in here. I'll just get 3 AAA batteries. Okay, now I found the batteries, we can test the lights. Now first of all we need to switch it on. Is it that way or that way? There we go. That should have put the front headlights on. Yeah, there we go. That's the front headlights on, and the rear should be on as well. There we go, those are the rear lights on. So we connected them okay. There we go, that's the brake lights. Now let's try the indicators. There we go. That's that side. And yep, there we go again. I'm gonna do the driver's side. There we go. And they're coming on at the back as well. And from the rear, there we go. Excellent stuff. There we go, we can switch them off. Okay guys, there we go. That is everything for issue 107. Pop the lights back on again. There we go, excellent. And the rear lights come on as well as. Now you've seen everything working. That's brilliant. Don't forget that tilt handle as well. Let's see, bring that up and pull that forward. Brilliant. There we go. That is excellent. Press that back down, and that tilt handle is in place. Brilliant stuff. There we go. So everything is working hunky-dory. Let's open this door. God, this door's stiff. There we go. And excellent. Brilliant, there we go. That is everything again, another demo for you. Brilliant stuff. So that is issue 107. I wanted to do this as a separate video simply because there's so much work involved in it, and I can demo it nice and bonny with you. Well, there we go, that is it. Issue 107 complete. 108 to 110 will be on my channel very shortly, so keep a look out for that one. But thanks for tuning in and watching. If you did like that, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you soon for the next 3 issues. Thanks for tuning in and watching. Stay safe. Bye for now.